What is up, everybody? It is Wednesday, and Wednesday is, well, the first video Wednesday, same video with Monday and Friday, is the MCN, a collection of news-based information around the game that we all play, Marvel Contest of Champions. One of the big things to let you know right off the bat is that on Friday, the 1st of March at 9 AM PT, we will be seeing the live stream announcement of some new things dropping in the game in Marvel Contest of Champions. I'm actually really looking forward to this, and I've seen some people be a bit funny about sagas, but I think this is going to be really good about creating a structure and theme, rather than kind of like a story structure or theme to the game that seems very much 1 month and gone. At least this gives us some kind of semblance of going, okay, well, we kind of know what the kind of story, the narrative, and what little kind of like side games and side quests will happen in this this time. But we'll find out more on Friday, as well as rewards, which of course are the spicier things. Also, a little bit of a kind of a message from me, and kind of like just to let you know, today is when we're going to see the expiry of well, maybe today. Is it Tuesday? You got 1 day left then. I think it's 1 day left. I haven't kind of properly worked it out. 1 day left until the Potion and Revive bundle finishes. Now, I'm very particular about when I decide to buy this, which is kind of like, you know, it's with units. When I say buy, I mean use your units. So I'm going to be making sure to do that once I hit 8,000 units, just because I'm like, I need to top up. That Absorbing Man fight kills me. It ruined my vibe. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing this deal, which is really, really good. You know, especially if you're looking to do stuff like Necropolis, it will help out with kind of going and farming through some of that content. And the same thing for me, because I've got a Korean's challenge I want to squeeze in before new stuff drops to the game. Next up, and Nightcrawler. As a lot of you know, it is the buffed champion that is going out on Monday. I think actually CCP can cover the footage on Monday, so you'll probably be seeing a few videos. Also, Luke Cage. Luke Cage is not being forgotten, and will be definitely, you know, be able to see some footage, but also you get to play the champion, which is going to be really great. I've got to figure out when I'm going to get time to record videos on those two champions. But in case, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting to see have we already done a Luke Cage based kind of like video? We might have done. Maybe that's when the champion's going to be released. But Nightcrawler as well is going to be, I don't know. I just know that like that's when footage is kind of like we're allowed to. Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, as the question about Nightcrawler being available as 7-star, as you know, you have to get it through stamps. So Command Mike says in the answer to the question, so will the 7-star Nightcrawler be earned by playing the game, or will it require money to get all the pieces? Answer from Command Mike: he will be totally earnable, but I want to make sure we set expectations that this is meant to be a chase prize. So it will require some effort. There will be ability to purchase some runestones if you need them to catch up, but they are not necessary if you're playing the content and getting them all yourself. Now, I did just kind of like cover this in a video, I think it was like Monday, this particular thing here, so apologies if I repeated myself on that, but at least it gives you a bit of an idea of going, okay, well, unfortunately, you have to do all the pieces. We'll of course do a guide of like how to get Nightcrawler this month, but of course we need to see the content to know how to guide it and kind of do stuff like that. And of course I'll do you know, spreadsheet, infographic, whatever I need to do to help out as much as possible. Also, there's a good part mentioned here by Akbar, who says that note that Mojo is a Saga Tactic champion, so if you haven't done Fintech's Mojo EOP run, if you wait a week, it sounds like you'll be able to be a free additional boost. Now, we don't know the extent of what the boost is going to be like. It may be good, it may be like just 10%. It may slightly help out, but you know, that's something we just don't know. We're in uncharted territories, especially as we wait. When it comes to like where you can access those particular things, and I would stress, like, even though Akbar does have a point, I would further point out that Kabam have said that Alliance War Attack, Battlegrounds Attack, Raids Attack, Alliance Quest, Incursion, Event Quest, Side Quest, and Arenas is where the boost is going to be had. They don't mention special quests. So I would say, because that particular piece of content falls under, which, you know, if you go in-game right now and you go across, it says special quests. Right, that doesn't mean to say that it will apply. So I just want to stress that just in case. I'm not going to say Akbar is totally wrong, but I'm not saying he's totally right in this situation, because we don't know. it's not listed here. And if it's not listed here, then it's a bit difficult to say it's definitely going to be there. So let's hold fire on that particular point until we see more details, which may be Friday or maybe next week. Well, next up, and something that I'm really interested in at the moment, is Battlegrounds. Not really from a participation standpoint, it's not something that aligns with what I'm currently interested with in game, and it's one of these modes that's kind of like changed a lot of thought processes with myself, and it looks like I'm not alone with it. This is something when the results come through, and I think I did say this in a video yesterday, that we need to wait till the end of the week. You know, shout out to MCOC Avenger, you know, once a month we collect that data, we do a video, and we kind of look at, you know, where we're up to. He's got all that amazing data, everyone provides that amazing data, and please help out with that data collection, because it helps us understand, you know, what the targets are, the expectations. Because here's the thing, you know, even like my alliance has a 300,000 point kind of like target for each individual member. It could be a case that now and what we get from results is kind of like outperforming what we normally do, because not many people, or not as many people as previously mentioned, are taking part in it. And I think one of the things that obviously we've seen is that there was an update that was put into the Battlegrounds Store, but it is, and I laugh because, as I did say in the video, just in case anybody missed that when they didn't watch it fully through or missed it, I did say if you were Paragon, you might feel a little bit shafted by everything, and that is because the store hasn't seen a massive ramp up. Now, do bear in mind, this is how Kabam have operated Marvel Contest of Champions. Anytime there's a new progression title shift, guess what? They make it that it's the chase thing that you need to do. So anything that's below that gets devalued. I remember the time when I was Cavalier and there was a Cavalier to Thronebreaker movement store. Do you remember that? Some will and some won't. Where you had to do Abyss of Legends in order to become Thronebreaker. And if you didn't do that, you missed out on Thronebreaker deals, which at the time in July 4th deals, they were very much kind of like Cavalier got some really decent deals. But when it came to Cyber Weekend, you had to be Thronebreaker to get the better deals. And anyone that was Cavalier at the time was felt shafted by it, basically. And the same thing repeats. Like, we'll be having exactly the same conversation in 2 years. Now, is anything going to change in the future when it comes to like allowing fairer spread of rewards? No, it's not going to change. Otherwise, you know, it's the same situation probably from Thronebreaker to Paragon. Now it's happening from Paragon to Thronebreaker, Paragon to Valiant, and the next time there'll be the next title. Rinse and repeat. That's mobile gaming. That's this game. Look, it's annoying. I get it. Of course, there's still a lot to unpack with this. I would suggest and stress that anybody, and I think this was something mentioned by someone. I think it was either in my Discord or somewhere else. If you are looking to go up to Valiant anytime soon, make sure to hold on to, at Paragon, obviously with Valiant as well, at this moment in time, hold on to your trophy tokens until this new store drops, because it's going to mean that you're going to gain benefit as a result. Everything will kind of depreciate, more so for Valiant. But as I said, if you're Paragon looking to get up to Valiant and want to do something like Necropolis, or you're hoarding for a length of time, then do that, because it obviously will be of benefit further down the line when you become Valiant and you're able to spend your trophy tokens and get some good stuff as a result. Now, look, there's no tier for alpha in the Valiant side of things, which is something I'm still kind of hunting for and I'd like. Unfortunately, there is this kind of like sway between people that are seen as not particularly happy, and I would say that this is likely because of Paragon's side of things, that there doesn't seem to be any changes that are, well, there doesn't seem to be any changes at all, which of course it's not always great to see that, but unfortunately this is a situation with Kabam and how they roll out these, as I said, progression differences in when there's a new one. It feels a bit shafty for the previous progression. Thoughts in the comment section about this very divisive subject. And we end with Alliance Wars Season 48. Now, I'm assuming I've put this out at the right time, because Kabam did say that this is something that's going out today. What today is meant to be Wednesday, when I record the MCN to put out when I'm working for the company that I work for in the daytime. So there is going to be some Alliance Wars season changes. The rewards update side of things, I think, is going to be the thing that players are most interested in. So they're injecting novelty, as I've said before. There's going to be 7-star rank up materials into the season rewards of Alliance Wars, specifically tier 4 shards from the Master into Platinum 2. In addition, 7-star Scarlet Witch, which, do you know what? I think Kabam have just done all of this to just piss me off. Number 1, like any free-to-play Valiant player, we're looking for access for tier 4 alpha shards. Number 2, 7-star Scarlet Witch. Now, I'll probably get to play the champion in the CCP, and that's great. You know, I have done so much Scarlet Witch classic content between that and King Groot that this channel has those two champions as a notable thing that I kind of like cover. Now look, I'm not expecting anything for free. Obviously I work as hard as I possibly can during Alliance War seasons, but I'm still annoyed about it because I'm like, I would like a little bit of a snifter at a little sniff, a little morsel. It's only wafer thin amount of tier 4 alpha shards further down the line, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, that's for Masters, that's for Platinum 2s, fair play. Anyway, moving on, 7-star crystal shards are being removed from the reward pool and replaced with loyalty crystal shatter tokens. William Shatner tokens. I was about to say a joke then about William Shatner. I don't know if it's a British joke about like why did Uhuru leave Star Trek because William Shatner. It's not even funny. Has anybody heard that? Put it in the comment section. Let me know because I don't know if anybody's heard that. Okay, the shatter tokens can be traded for loyalty, crystal shatter fragments, or 7-star hero crystal shards, and 15 crystal shatter fragments can be traded for a 7-star loyalty crystal, Paragon and Plus only. Players can also trade in 100,000 loyalty for 1 loyalty shatter token. Do you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff and I'm going to have to do a lot of math. It's kind of like, it's 11 PM. I'm not in the mood for math, but I'll add it to my list of videos to make, to do the calculations on this thing as a kind of a small video or something at some stage. And how outrageous it is, or how good it is, or how outrageous it is, but it may be good, but it could be outrageous. You know, it depends on the tone. Depends on how people want to anticipate, trend, or whatever. Anyway, trading items will be made available to the players where they trade in 100,000 loyalty for 1 loyalty crystal shatter token with no limits. Players can trade in 1 loyalty shatter token into 1 loyalty shatter fragment. This all sounds very complex for no particular reason, but you know, that's Kabam and Kabam. However, if you aren't Paragon yet, and still want to get your loyalty worth of a 7-star, the players will have the following options to play with. Players will trade in their 1 loyalty token for 1,000 7-star crystal shards with no limit, and loyalty through Alliance War, and use the loyalty to get 7-star hero crystal shards to bolster and broaden your team. Yeah, and send the leaderboards. Of course, rewards updates are as follows. They just kind of mention what is new, and of course, if you're kind of floating around these particular ones here, whether or not you're masters, you've got whatever you've got. The tier 4 alphas stop off at Platinum 3. I might be doing a separate video, it just depends. Like, it's 11 PM and Kabam still haven't posted this on Wednesday night, so I don't know. Does Kabam want me to work later on than normal? I don't know. The ban list is there, and that's going to be really it for the MCN. Okay, I would do arena like predictions, but Kabam haven't posted the image, which is really, really annoying. In any case, thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever I'm doing. I'll probably be doing something. Bye!